Welcome back everyone, Ronin here, and this video is going to be a little bit different. It's kind of a video log as opposed to a gaming video, which typically I do gaming videos. I had a hard time finding a background, but let's go with some random backgrounds that involve sleeping. For this, I just want to explain because I've been getting a lot of questions asked about the Uberman sleep schedule. Now this is a polyphasic sleep schedule, and there are multiple. It's not just a one and that's it. Like, it's not one conformist sleep schedule. And it's not for everyone. So I have to mention that first. It's not for everyone. It is fairly hard to get used to. Not impossible though. It all depends on how many distractions you have, and you have to have a goal. That would be my first thing. If you want to get into this, just make sure you have a goal. Now, what the sleeping schedule is, there's a description and a link below. You should probably follow and read the information on it. But instead of sleeping one massive nap or sleep during the day to get your 6, 7.5, whatever society says you need to have, you can sleep in small chunks to save some of that time, but still get the same amount of REM sleep as you would on a one nap schedule, because typically your body functions on a 90-minute sleep schedule. You get one REM cycle and one cycle of sleep. So if you can cut out some of the other sleeps that you may not need as much, where your REM sleep is where you do most of your recovery anyway, you can just condense that time and then be able to do more throughout the day. Now, I attempted it for about a month now. I did successfully 2 weeks straight, and then 1 week for that. I'm going to be trying to do it again, but like I said, it's hard when you have distractions. So social life and things like that are hard to manage. Right now, I have the time be able to do the polyphasic sleep, and I find that it actually gives me a lot more energy and I can get a lot more done throughout the day. My very first week, the very first time trying this, I found like, wow, like I need to figure something to do. Like, now I have so much more time on my hands. You gain about 3 hours a day, and then you're like, well, then what? Like, what do? You have to have a goal, a reason, something to make it so that you don't just go, well, I'm just gonna go back to bed, and then you're gonna ruin your whole cycle. That is probably the hardest thing, and managing friends coming over, you know, girlfriends, wives, kids, that's gonna be like really hard to manage when you need to go get that 20-30 minute nap. I try to operate on a 40-minute nap that gives you time to actually fall asleep. At first it'll be hard to just hit the pillow and you're out, but I've gotten really good now that as soon as I lay down, I'm out, I'm sleeping. And that's gonna be kind of the goal for that. If you are going to attempt this, you're going to need an alarm clock that is easy to set. Digital phones, sometimes it's harder to set them. Phones aren't too bad. I got myself like a wind-up clock, so you can get yourself an alarm clock. I just wind it and it's loud. Make sure it's loud. I've read on the website that no one has ever achieved like the Uberman sleep schedule without the help of someone. I don't have anyone here, so for me I have to rely heavily on alarm clocks and a schedule. Setting yourself up a schedule when you just get up and go have a shower, go make breakfast. Don't lay around in bed. Don't be another 5 minutes, another 10 minutes. No, you're not gonna do yourself any good. What you really want is that REM sleep, and then go back to work, go back to whatever you're doing. You have to be able to discipline yourself that, okay, it's noon, it's time for my nap. Then 6 hours later, whatever your schedule is, your breakdown is going to be, have a nap. Like, always maintain the nap schedule that you want to have. The more time apart between your naps, the more it will allow you to actually accomplish things, especially if you have a social life. But at the same time, you're going to need to figure out your naps in there, because you still need to get that REM sleep. You can't just ignore a nap. If you skip a nap or delay a nap, you'll find that eventually you'll just be so tired, it'll be hard to keep up, that you'll have to have your crash and then just recover the sleep you've missed. So you may be tired, you'll sleep like a large chunk one night. And this is where I think that this time I'm going to try to go 2 to 3 weeks at a time, then have one makeup day where you just relax, you know, catch up on your rest, take a break from work. Hopefully that's something I'll be able to manage. One of the biggest problems I've noticed, don't eat junk food. If you're going to be attempting this, you're going to want to eat healthy. You want to be, you know, top fuel. You want to be optimal performance, so your diet has to match the amount of sleep you're not getting. So I noticed that if I eat too many sweets, too much salt, any soft drinks, it will cut that stuff out because you will not be able to. You'll crash. Like the sugar will just make you crash. You'll have that high for a little bit and then just boom, you're done. Try to avoid caffeine because if you have any caffeine, when it comes time for your nap, you won't be tired. You won't be able to go to sleep. If you were to take any caffeine, I read somewhere that you would have to have a lot of fat with it. So put some fat in your coffee or however you plan on taking that caffeine. But it slows down the rate at which you're taking it in your body. But take it before your nap. Don't take it like after, or if you're like 2 hours away from your next nap, you won't fall asleep and it'll screw your schedule up. But what I plan on doing is having 4 naps a day, maybe 5. Depends on how I can break it down. Wait, if I have a nap at 6 a.m., then I have a nap at noon, 6, midnight. That's kind of what my schedule is going to be for next little while. We're gonna try that out. If you have any tips, if you have anything that might help me out, I try to keep this video short, but there's a lot of information out there, and it's not for everyone. I just find that I get a lot more creativity, a lot more energy. I feel refreshed. I actually get better sleep. I found that when I'm sleeping for a long time, you lay in bed really long, like 7-8 hours, your back starts to hurt. Like I just don't function well. And I found that with the multi-nap schedules, it's really good. I wouldn't say I'm on an Uberman schedule, but follow the link. There's multiple other sleep schedules, so you can actually get maybe 3 naps in a day, and then you have like an actual 4-hour sleep or however it is. Just try to remember to make it in about 90-minute intervals for your sleeps, meaning that you get an actual full cycle once in a while for what you're getting when you are sleeping. Hopefully you've been able to follow, and if this is something you want to try, definitely go for it. I have noticed a lot of benefits from it. I was able to do so much more work. As long as you keep yourself busy, it works. I mean, sleep has always been it's useless, and as opposed to, instead of sleeping no naps during the day, or skipping an entire night of sleep, or delaying how much sleep I got, and then having one big sleep, I found that this way I'm able to just keep going. The main goal for me is to adapt to it now, so that when I go to college next year, I'll be able to maintain uploading content for YouTube, and at the same time go to school, learn, and then create a second career after I'm done with the military. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Have you tried an Uberman sleep schedule? Do you have any tips for anybody out there? Because I've only been starting this for about a month now, and as I get more tips, if I find more information out, I will post it, and hopefully we can make this happen. Have a great night, everyone.